Yeah, so welcome to Experience of Stockholm. So when I first started this channel 4 years ago, 2020 or at the end of 2019, I was just uploading different news from different channels like Fox and CNN and NTD and Russia Today, just trying to expose the hypocrisy during the election in 2019 November with Trump and Biden. And of course I was striked with community strikes and videos taken down, and I couldn't upload anything. So I just stopped. I gained some subscribers, and these subscribers didn't know I was originally a flat earther. I remember when I became a flat earther. It was back in 2014. Back in that day, I was amazed by the Go Fast rocket back in summer of 2014. It was this video when the rocket hit the dome, I think. That was just too much. Before that, I was so disappointed because I was a sci-fi nerd. You hear that? The plunge. That's fucking amazing. I was a sci-fi nerd. I read Isaac Asimov when I was like 12. I was Star Wars and Star Trek, all the same, Aliens. I was into it, man. I was fucking into it. And realizing that it wasn't a globe, that was, disappointing to say the least. Well, long story short, I went through the usual, Mark Sargent with Flat Earth Clues introduction, and that was a long time ago. Then Mark Dubay, his shit was amazing. And last year, when in the hospital for something I don't want to get into, I came across this video. And it's episode number 50 of My Lunch Break, 77th Street, the Swedish Lie, and it's about the Swedish Opera House. And to my amazement, he took up some Wikipedia information to make a long story very short, that blew my mind, because I live in Stockholm and my channel is Experience of Stockholm, and I wasn't into this 4 years ago or 5 years ago. I just braced the topic. I heard about mud flood and something about old world. I didn't look into it, but last year, it was actually February last year, I started to really dive into it. And long story short, I couldn't get it out of my mind. So every minute of my spare time, this is what I look into. Thank you to My Lunch Break and Flat Earth Dave and his app, because if you go to his app and check out the section about old world, you're gonna find out a lot of shit that's fucking amazing. So first things first, being thorough, and I'm trying to short this down as much as I can. This is not going to be about the Swedish Opera House. I'm going to get to that in another episode. But I check out now. This is from the government of Sweden. It's the you know, what they say, how many people lived in Stockholm during what age. Like 1252, there was around 100 people living in Stockholm. 1289, 3000, 6000. Well, you see the numbers. And between 1500 and the beginning of 1800, it was from 7,000 and up to 75,800. Now, this is very important because, my God, I took the liberty to do some research, and yeah, this is probably not all correct, but it's in the ballpark. Now, in the 17th century, between 1627 and 1697, in Old Town Stockholm, Gamla stan, they started construction and constructed 21 palaces and churches. 21. Now, during this period, there were 9,000 up to 40,000 inhabitants in Stockholm. And they built 21 amazing buildings. When I say buildings, I don't mean regular houses. I mean palaces with marble interiors and columns, amazing churches, and so on. And why I'm telling you all this, there's a lot of more information going into this, of course, but I'm gonna do a lot of episodes about all the buildings, as many as I can fathom or have time to research. Today I'm not going to take one of these that are allegedly built in the 17th century. I'm going to start with the Grand Central Church of Stockholm, Storkyrkan, because the Grand Central Church of Stockholm is allegedly built or started to be built in the 13th century, and that's amazing too, because I've been there, and well, just wait and see. And so, as you can see here, this is the Grand Central Church of Stockholm, and this is according to Wikipedia, so it doesn't mean really shit, but it says by tradition, according to tradition, 1264, thanks to gifts from Birger Jarl, which is the like the father of Stockholm. It's a 5-ship hall church built out of bricks, and it was irregular rectangular with a, I don't know what that means, but the thing is, it looks like this now, and it's a 66 meter high, and there are 4 church bells hanging in it, and the thing is, the interior has been like this since, let's see, its interior has been as it is today since, let's see here. So according to the Swedish church, around the year 1500, the church got its final appearance in interior, with some fewer exceptions. Since the 1500s, around the year 1500, that's over 500 years ago. Now, that's amazing, because I've been inside the church and I've taken some videos, some photographs, which I'm going to show you. Just wait. Alright, so let's see here. Now this is the interior of the Grand Central Church of Stockholm, Storkyrkan. Now check out the roof, the ceiling. This is the interior. It's been here 500 years. Now remember how many lived in Stockholm during this period. Remember? Alright, let me show you how many. 1,500, 7,000 people. Okay? Now, there were a lot of buildings already building, and this is a few in the old town. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that was starting to be built according to the mainstream history. So, yeah, enjoy. Now, the roof here is amazing. It's acoustically fucking amazing. Now look at the ceiling, look at the pillars, the brick pillars. It's built in brick 500 years ago. That's not fucking possible. With in the total 7,000 people. This is mainstream history. So someone's lying. Mainstream history, or I don't know. Just look at the ornaments. It's amazing. Now the funny thing is, I was there. I asked the tour guides, how was it built, how many, what did it use, and so forth. And of course, no answer. They had no idea. Because, you know, I could find out more on Wikipedia. They basically told me what's in Wikipedia, of course, or on the Swedish church site. And you know, it's, well, this is for acoustics, obviously, because when you're in there and you know, just call out like hello, it's echoing. It's the sound is amazing, and all this is built by some, you know, peasants who couldn't even read. They had like my lunch break says, you know, Donkeys Incorporated, whatever. This is a town in Sweden, a small town. Okay, the biggest town in Sweden at the time, but you know, it's fucking amazing, you know. They couldn't, if they're gonna make up history, why couldn't they, you know, make it work? It's so ridiculous. The glass, the fucking glass, man. It doesn't make sense. This is just one building. There are hundreds of more buildings just here in Stockholm. Just be amazed, you know. It's so fucking amazing. Yeah, the roof, man. The fucking roof. Check it out. What the... All the ornaments, the detail. Imagine them doing this in the 1500s, in the beginning. And the funny thing is, if you check out the 7,000 and then 3,000, and that's because of war, they say, or whatever, or some pandemic that didn't exist. I don't know, but still, it was never more than 9,000. It's, I don't know. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. And so the outside is not that interesting, because you can check out pictures from outside. It's all over the web. But I found this interesting. Now, the building to the left is the the castle of the Queen and King. And check out this. This is amazing. You know, this is yeah. I don't want to say what the name is. The video will be banned, but I don't think this little sign is old. I think this is new. This the liberated Mason. You know, the Freemasons. Well, the Freemasons didn't build this shit. Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, of course they didn't. Yeah, the size of the door, of course, is humongous. Fucking mongous. Yeah, and of course, outside the church, we have a large phallus. I don't fucking know why. But large phallus. No, it's not outside the church. It's outside the church, but also outside the castle. And they have some, you know, renovating, whatever. I almost forgot. So there's a bunch of big bells in the church. And we have a small one, which is just 96 centimeters. And the larger one, weighing 5.2 tons. 5.2 tons. All right. Now I took some pictures of it, and that clock is from 1638. So its diameter is 201 centimeters. Now check it out. So this is the clock weighing 5.2 tons. So it's 2 meters wide and about, you know, a bit more than 2 meters high. 5.2 tons. And this is we're at the top of this church back in the beginning of 1600s. You know, that was no problem for the Donkeys Incorporated. What the fuck, man? Yeah, and that's the you know, hammer, whatever, to ring the clock with. It's pretty big, pretty heavy. That was inside the clock, making it ring. Yeah, it's very probable, of course. No one's lying here. This is very believable. And yeah, there's a lot of statues inside and whatnot. Oh yeah, one more thing. So there's also a basement, or what do you say, likkällare. That's a basement for corpses. They tell us that it was built 1767. Along with the two small sheds outside on the yard. That would be probable unless this is what it looks like below the Grand Central Church of Stockholm, Storkyrkan. Well, it's a tiny cellar. No, it's fucking not. It's humongous. It's built for someone bigger than us, obviously. Now, who the fuck would build a cellar made for... You could walk here being, you know, 5 meters tall. You know, this is fucking amazing. And according to the mainstream history, this was built in the 1700s. Or not. Because right next to this is the subway. Yes! There is a big subway system in Stockholm, which of course was built there by the previous civilization, obviously. Now, this is just one picture, but you can see what I'm talking about. This is, if you do some searches on the web, you're going to find out that there are libraries with these kind of books all over the world, you know. So it's just not buildings we're talking about here. We're talking about books, probably weapons, probably, you know, typewriters, you know, cameras, whatever. Built for a larger race. So I won't get into that this time, but, you know, This is the first episode of probably a lot of episodes. I'm going to try to come out at least once a week, probably on the weekends. Let's see how it goes. And if you do have if you have some spare change, don't be shy. Just I have a lot of links. I have 2 links on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna upload this on Odyssey and X, all the channels that's available. Please give me some spare change if you have. I do have a day job which I hate, and well, you probably hate your job too, but I'm fairly good at looking up things. There's gonna be a lot of boots on the ground, and we all deserve to know what's the history, who lived here before, who are we, and so on. Thank you, and take care, man.